Howdy mates, good afternoon. I believe this is a part 4 video. I've honestly kind of lost count of how many videos I've done so far. So now I'm actually making my way back to the ferry so that I can return to the mainland. Yeah, we only had a chance to spend about 3 hours on the island. That's it. Because otherwise, the other option would have been taking a ferry from Pine Island, and we would have been on Costa by 10:30 and then leave around 3:30. But the thing is, Pine Island is not around the corner either. So basically, I had to make the best with what was nearby and what I had. But I want to show you guys something pretty cool. So as I was approaching my way back, you may notice these guys right here. Some of you may know what these are, but for those of you who don't, this is something known as a resurrection fern. And of course, ferns are recognized as a seedless vascular plant. That means they have vascular tissue that makes up their leaves and stems, but they don't have leaves, or they don't have seeds. Rather, they reproduce by the means of a spore. So, if we look underneath one, for instance, like right here, if you look really closely, you may notice some distinctive dots on the underside. Those are known as your sporophytes. And that is essentially where the spores are released into the air, and then they'll eventually interact with, for instance, this live oak, and then it will begin new growth. But ferns are recognized to be some of the oldest type of plants in existence. They've existed for millions of years. They even cohabitated with the dinosaurs too. So ferns really give us an understanding of some of the ancient natural history. So you may be wondering, why do they really call it the resurrection fern in the first place? Well, if there's like a period of drought where there hasn't been any rain for a while, they'll do this. They'll start to wilt and look like they wither up and die. But the thing is, they don't die. They're just in a dormant state. But once rain passes through, essentially that water helps rejuvenate the fern, almost like a fountain of youth. And they will come back to life. And they will produce this luscious cover on the tree. Hence, giving it the name of resurrection fern. So, fascinating enough, for it to be in January, it's kind of odd to see them, in full bloom like this. But yesterday, we actually had quite a bit of rain that was going on. Even a little bit this morning, too. A little bit of a mist. So, it really doesn't take that much water for it to go back to life. So that's why you're seeing all of this cover right here. But hold on a second, you guys. There we go. I just had to move out of the way. There was a small group of people. But yeah, you see more of that resurrection fern. Here we've got some wild coffee, except it looks like the berries have already been consumed. So I really have no opportunity to really point that out. But I was just saying, you guys, Costa, I'll admit, has grown on me. This is a neat island. But the thing is, you can only get here by boat. So it's like, I'm kind of limited in terms of how I can get here. Because even on kayak, it's nearly impossible. Just because there's really no other forms of land that's like reasonably close It's a little bit isolated. I think that's what makes it really dope, too. So, alright, you guys, take care, enjoy your Sunday, and once again, journey on a journey is outwards. Take care, folks. Have a good day.